Hello, hello, happy Friday. Welcome. Facebook Live training today. So today I thought I would talk a bit about our beautiful platform that is Facebook, and kind of just do a bit of a sort of pros and cons and really talk about which is best for your business, which is best to help you grow your network marketing business. Is it your profile? Is it a page? Is it a group? And have just a really great discussion. So I really want this to be an interactive session. So do please get involved. Make sure that you share your thoughts in the comments and stuff below. And even if you're watching this on the replay, I'll make sure I go back and I reply to every single comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this because there's quite a lot of differences. Obviously, people are going to have different opinions. People do things differently, but this is really what I wanted to kind of talk about today. So if you are coming in live, then just make sure that you say hello. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from in the comments below. I love being able to just say hello and give people a shout out. And like you say, definitely let me know where you are. I'm here in the UK, and if this is the first time that you're seeing me, then welcome. My name is Jenny Stevens, and I help teach and train network marketers, direct sellers, affiliate marketers, and kind of other home-based entrepreneurs how to build their business online and really utilize social media. I specialize in email marketing as well to really help you be able to find the right people for your business, so you're not having to waste so much time and energy, and you're working with the right people, so you're able to bring in a constant flow of leads, being able to then make more sales and then get more clients or teammates. So yes, hi Dawn, welcome. How are you? Hope you're well. So like I say, we're really going to be kind of diving into the differences between your personal profile, fan pages, and groups, and just kind of talk about some of the things that are great or not so great about each of them. And then I'd love to hear which ones you like as well. So Dawn, you're from Chicagoland. Welcome. Very nice. It's peeing down with rain here. It's miserable weather. This is England after all. It's always raining. So okay, so I've kind of got a few notes. I kind of was thinking about this, so I've written down a few things to kind of think, right, what are the things that I like, or I know, especially I've done a bit of everything. So but do feel free to chime in with any other things that you can think of as we go through. So I thought I would start off with our personal profiles, because I think that's probably how the majority of network marketers, when they first come on and using Facebook and things like that to build their network marketing business, that is what most people are taught, is to use your personal profile. So who agrees with that? So just drop a 1 if you agree that if you've been taught to use your personal profile to build your business. I'd love to just kind of hear if you were the same as me. And I think the reason being is why that's taught by your uplines, leaders and stuff like that is because you're going to have friends and family. You've already got a load of friends, whether you've got 100, whether you've got 500, whether you're maxed out at the 5,000, but you've got people there, and mainly because they already know, like, and trust you, which is really what we want to be. It's really, it's really that the place that you're wanting to take people. So people that you don't know yet, you're really trying to build up that trust with people so that they feel more comfortable either joining you in your team or buying from you. So that's really kind of the main reason why people promote using their personal profile, because you're starting off with that warm market, with those people that know, like, and trust you. So Dawn says, oh, I did the opposite. Yeah, I was quite similar as well. So that's kind of one thing, is that sort of, I'd say, a lot of the people will start using their personal profile. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. People can make all 3 of these different methods work for them, but I'm just going to kind of take you through the key differences as well. So I think when you are using your personal profile, say there is a right way of doing it and a wrong way, definitely, so and I think the thing really is about it's about being too sort of salesy. So who would agree with that? You know, I know when I first got started, I used to make a load of company graphics. I'd make product graphics. I would do, you know, it was very much like a shop window. You know, I thought I was doing things and wasn't being too salesy, but when I look back, especially, you know, when you get the Facebook memories come up and I see things, and I kind of go, oh God, Jenny, no. But you know, so you definitely can do things. You can use your personal profile, but it's really knowing how to do it properly. So things that you can do, you know, it's a great way to be able to really share you and your lifestyle, you know. So kind of as you go through the journey, and as you know, if you are one of those people that gets success, it's great to be able to kind of take people on that journey and share your lifestyle. You know, you can share obviously going to company events, but obviously trying to keep you know, keep that curiosity there, and maybe not, you know, like now I've learned that it's really best not to talk about your company name, which I talked about on Wednesday. But you know, you can kind of share that team excitement, the buzz that comes with it as people get promoted. You can, you know, there's lots of things you can do. You can share you going on trips, you know, if you win like incentive trips and things like that. It's great to be able to show part of that, and for most of us it becomes a huge part of our lives. Would you agree that, you know, when you get started in a business, especially network marketing, it, you know, it becomes your life. It becomes a huge part of it. So, you know, for you not to ever share anything about it, you're kind of leaving out a big part of your life. So Dawn says, yeah, I tried that for a very short time and hated it. Yeah, you know, so it really does, it comes down to really knowing how best to do things. I say, and I think the other thing is that you can obviously share your, you know, part of you. You can let people know who you are, and see, you know, kind of let people into that, you know, inside of Dawn or Jenny in terms of who are you as a person, what do you like. You know, like for me, I like sharing. People know that I love cats. I'm always doing Snapchats, and you know, I'll put pictures of me and my little cat Alan, who's always so cuddly and he's always like up in my face, so people kind of know that I like cats. You know, and people will know if I'm going on holiday, you know, I share like things or things about my husband. I like to share funny stuff, but you know, so it's a nice way of just kind of letting people into your world, but there does come some kind of cons with that as well. And as I mentioned, you know, you're already actually kind of, you've already got people that know, like, and trust you there. So it's kind of a great way to, you know, it can be good to sort of let people see your, you know, if you're starting to get results and, you know, you're starting to, you know, have this newfound confidence and zest for life, and you've got a big mindset shift, people will see that, and will can quite often be like, oh, what is this that you're doing? You know, you really kind of seem to be loving it, and sometimes that can work, that people are like, I want to know too. But I will say, I think when I was using predominantly my personal profile, that I kind of missed being able to separate business and pleasure. You know, if I wanted, I mean, I'm not the kind of person that has a rant on Facebook. I mean, I hate it when I see that. But, you know, if everyone's having a bad day, I kind of felt like I couldn't say, today sucks a bit, you know, or if I wanted to share something that was maybe a bit rude, like I've got a real potty mouth, I am quite crude, you know, I have a bit of a filthy mind, you know, so I like to sometimes share, you know, silly things, but sometimes it's like, oh, should I do that, you know, because you're kind of told, you know, your personal profile is that's your doorway kind of thing. And yes, that is true. So you always have to be conscious of what you are posting. You don't want to be doing these crazy rants, you know, slagging somebody off and calling someone a bitch or whatever. You know, you keep that off Facebook, regardless of whether you're doing a business, because it's just cringeworthy. I see it all the time. I just think, oh, I just need to unfriend you. But, you know, so you do, if you are going to be using your personal profile, even remotely, you do still want to think about some things about, say, keeping that negativity away, and really just choosing what's appropriate to share. But you also want to be you need to be yourself as well. So I really liked kind of distancing a bit of kind of business and pleasure, just so I actually could be a bit more me again on my profile. So, but that was just me, and obviously everybody's different. So Dawn says, oh my God, I can totally relate. Hard to be real and still not offensive. Yeah, I know. I kind of stopped caring a little bit. You know me, I swear on my Facebook lives because I don't care. Because I'm like, I'm just being me. But I still, you know, I don't just do it just for the sake of it. I'm not Gary Vaynerchuk, you know. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to see you. So that's kind of some good things about the profile. Now, some of the cons about using your personal profile is the biggest thing I would say is that you're limited. So you're limited. This light is a little bit bright. You're limited. Oh, wrong way. Oh shit. Well, there we go. That's the swear. You're limited to 5,000 friends. So already you're capping your business. And yes, you can make your profile public. But again, sometimes I don't want any Tom, Dick, or Harry being able to see, you know, my stuff. If I am posting holiday pictures or, you know, whatever, anything about my family or my friends, you know, you don't always want everything to be public for security reasons, you know, and stuff. And it's like, but again, you know, each to their own. I'm not slating anybody. This is just kind of my personal views. But in terms of your friends, you only have 5,000 friends. Now, if you are wanting to build a big business and have a big downline and all that kind of stuff and be a six-figure earner, you're going to need to be able to reach a lot of people. And you're capped to 5,000 friends. And, you know, obviously you can turn on the following thing so people can follow you, but they'll only see your public posts. So then you have to always be like, right, do I need to make this public, or is it this just to my friends, and all that kind of stuff. So, and I see some of the kind of top leaders in my old network marketing company constantly like, it's come to that time, you know, if you're not kind of in my team or whatever, can you unfriend me and hit the follow button and stuff, because they want to make room for obviously new prospects and new teammates and stuff. And you don't have that when you use a business page. So you're capping yourself in terms of the friends limit. You also can't, you know, we all know Facebook's lovely algorithm that we've all grown to love or hate, whatever you want to decide. Do you love the algorithm or do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. I just kind of want to see if you're like a love or a hate. But, you know, we know that obviously posts only going to be seen by limited people. There are things you can do to bump that up. But, you know, so you're kind of limited with things like that, and you really don't have much control over it. Hi, Dale. Nice to see you here. You know, so you're limited with, you know, you kind of have to rely on Facebook's algorithm, and you can do things like, you know, sending people messages before you may be doing a certain post, or, you know, there's certain little tricks and things that you can do, but it's very manual. The other thing is that you can't really scale. Now, if you don't quite know what I mean by scale, I mean, you know, you can't really chuck a load of juice in it and amplify things. You can't all of a sudden, unless you have some kind of post or video or something that goes viral or whatever. But even then, you know, you can't really take things from kind of saying, right, if you've got, say, 1,000 friends or 2,000 friends or whatever, well, it's only really going to be seen by, I don't even know what the percentage of what it's seen by, but you can't then really do a lot to be able to get that seen by other people without kind of having shares, trying to get people, you know, to comment if your post is public and things like that. So you're quite sort of stuck in a way with what you can do when you're using your personal profile. The other big thing is just a little caveat as well, is Facebook doesn't want you to be building a business on your personal profile. It's against their terms and against their policy. So you have to be careful with what you do anyway, so you don't risk shutting your profile down. So Dawn says both. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. I'm totally the same. So that's kind of about the profile. Say it does have some perks. It's got some, I think, you know, when you're just getting started, you know, I had some great sales when I very first got started. The company was brand new to the UK. Nobody had seen the product before. It was a completely kind of revolutionary product. So I had loads of sales from friends and, you know, referrals and friends of friends. You know, I did do really well initially. then it died down, and then it was like cricket sometimes. It was really, really hard to kind of keep people, and I was getting unfriended, and my friends were like, oh, why are you posting this stuff all the time, you know? So I'm going to kind of come on to that, which was the third thing in terms of a con, is it's actually a lot of the time it's the wrong audience. So because, you know, if you're building a business, I mean, if you're selling makeup like I used to, or if you're in health and wellness, or if you're selling essential oils, or if you're selling, you know, jewelry, whatever your thing is, whatever your industry is, you know, your profile is obviously going to have your friends from school, potentially, you know, college friends, work friends, your family, I don't know, your kids, parents, you know, whoever. We have loads of friends that, while some, yes, they may become customers, but that's not really your target audience, especially if you're looking for people who are wanting to build a business. If, you know, customers, you know, obviously a lot of things can go across lots of different people, but if you're trying to find serious people to build your downline, to find leaders to help you grow your business, it's not necessarily going to be your main Facebook friends, you know. And it's so important to have your message go in front of the right people. So if you're posting out all the time about your business, about your products, and wondering why you're not getting much, because it's not necessarily being seen by the right people. And that's so important. So now let's kind of move on to then a business page. So some people call it a fan page, some people call it a business page, whatever. It's a business page. So that's kind of what we're now going to be talking about. And again, some of the pros and cons of doing it. So the best, you know, one of the great things, again, you know, kind of then sort of opposite to the profile, is you are unlimited. You can have as many fans, followers as you want. You can have, you know, so you're not capped to that 5,000 anymore. You can have 100,000, a million, you know, however many. The sky is the limit in terms of how many people follow that page. And that is so crucial. Again, if you're really serious about creating a big business, if you're wanting that 10K a month, which seems to be that magic number that everybody seems to want, you know, you're going to need to be able to get in front of more than just, you know, 1,000 friends that you've got. So you know, so you're unlimited, which is great. It's a brilliant part of it. Another really great thing in terms of just being able to make more use of your time, I love the fact that I can schedule my posts in advance. So, you know, if you want to spend an hour or 2 hours on a Sunday and posting some things throughout the week, you can just do that and schedule it, and it's great. And you can't do that on, I don't think you can you, unless it's changed, but you know, I'm pretty sure you can't do that on a personal profile because it's not the right type of platform. You know, when they're thinking about you, people just friends and people updating a status, it's not something that you would think you don't need to schedule it. So I really like that in terms of being efficient and with your time, because we are all busy. We're all, you know, trying to do this stuff in part-time hours. So it's a great little thing to do, to actually be able to schedule your post in advance. Which is great. And the thing is, again, with this is you're really building a brand, you know. So if you kind of have been following me for a while, or any of my trainings, I talk a lot about branding yourself, which is so important. It's what I highly recommend that everybody does, is brands you, rather than being all about your company name, all about the product. You know, it's being you and showing who you are, and stepping up into that leader role that, you know, you should want to be, for you to be able to build that big following. You know, if you look at some of the top leaders in your company, they've probably got, you know, a lot of them will have business pages and they'll have thousands of followers and stuff. And if you've ever thought, oh, I'd love to be like that, then the first thing you need to do is go and open a business page and have it as your name, you know, brand yourself. So say it's really going to be branding you, and it's where you can then say really show up, and you can show people that you are an expert, that you can be that leader that they're looking for. You can help people. If you're, say again, if you're selling makeup, you can now share some makeup tips, you know, but you can keep the specific product names and stuff into a bit of curiosity. I say, go and watch my video from Wednesday once this is finished if you want to know more about that. But, you know, you can now start being on topic. So you don't have to worry now about your friends and family not being interested because they don't care about wearing makeup, or they don't care, you know, they they're already a size 8, so they don't need to lose weight, whatever. So now you've got people who can choose to be there. People are going to choose to like your business page and follow you, and now you can give them relevant content, which is so important. And that is how you really are able to, you know, be able to get more results in your business, by giving the right message to the right people. The other thing I say, again, if you're really looking for that kind of big business, is one of the main things with having a business page, it means you can grow it. You can really choose who sees your content. So again, obviously the algorithm has taken a huge hit lately. So I think especially when it comes to business pages, the organic reach and stuff has dropped. But the good thing is you can pay to get your message seen in front of whoever you choose. You could just choose to have more of your fans see it. So let's say, for example, only 10% of your followers on your business page will kind of naturally see your posts in their newsfeed. I don't know what the exact figure is, but let's just take that as an example. So if you've got a really great message that you want, let's say you've got 2,000 followers on your page and you want to get more of those followers seeing stuff, you can actually, you know, spend an extra £5 or £10 and get more of your fans seeing it. The other great thing is you can actually then do proper paid advertising, where you can even just put your message in front of people outside of your page, and you can do a targeted advert where you're doing, you know, whether you're doing a Facebook Live, or if you're writing blog posts, or, you know, you're doing a webinar, whatever you're wanting to do, you can then be so super targeted, and you can say, right, I want my post to go in front of women who are aged between 30 and 40, who maybe are a mum, and maybe they are interested in weight loss. I don't know, they've been looking at these certain magazines, whatever. Like, you can be so specific, which really gets your message in front of the right people. Now, obviously, just talking about paid ads it's going to be a whole other video, so I'm not really going to talk about that today, but it's just the possibilities of what you can do. And unfortunately, one of the cons really is that you do have to pay to play, but what you can do with it is just amazing. And it's really what changed my business, and it was changing so many other people's businesses, is because, I say again, it's that right message in front of the right people. So Dawn says, yeah, I do that on Sundays. Cool. So you schedule stuff in advance. Great. Yeah. And this is why I'm now more active on my personal page and try to move them over to my fan page. Yeah, definitely. I say you can still, I do that as well. So not so much now, but, you know, I would do a video or a Facebook Live or something on my business page, and then you can still share it on your personal page if you want to. Entirely up to you. But you want to really kind of get people over there who choose to be. So you know, you really do, you know, you've got so much opportunity and possibilities with using a business page. Yeah, it's not perfect. Say Facebook have, you know, taken a bit of a hit when it comes to, because they want your news feed. They're looking out for your users. So think about you, when you're not in work mode and you're just maybe scrolling through, you want to be seeing posts from your friends, you want to be seeing posts from your family, whatever, things that kind of keeping you connected to people, not just ads all the time, and not just, you know, seeing stuff from business pages. So they really want it to be relevant content to people. So it's so important. So again, some of the cons really is you do have to pay, so you do have to invest a bit of money. But the nice thing is Facebook advertising is very affordable. You know, you don't have to be spending thousands of pounds or anything like that to be able to get some results. You can do some very simple stuff for as much as like a coffee a day, and you can be able to really get some great results with it. But you do have to pay to play. But again, if you're serious about your business, you need to be willing to invest in your business to be able to get that. I say it's much harder when it comes to that organic reach and stuff. So you really have to work pretty hard. If you don't want to pay any money to Facebook, then you're going to have to work bloody hard to, you know, really be able to get more people seeing stuff. But again, there's a lot of potential there. And it's great the fact that, you know, people have chosen to be there, which is great. So again, you're not having to worry about, you know, your work colleagues, because I used to be like that sometimes. I think, oh God, I've got my boss or people who I work with seeing my business posts and me talking about how I can't wait to quit my job. You know, it's like, I don't really want that. So I used to have to exclude them from certain posts so they didn't see it. Okay, so that's business pages. So who here loves a business page? Let me just drop in number 2 in the comments below if you love using a business page, or maybe if you aren't yet and you're actually a little bit more excited about trying to learn how to use one, then again, just, you know, drop a 2 below. So now we're going to go on to groups. Now this is something that you know, I'm building on a lot more now. I haven't been done a huge amount. I've done like quite a bit, but not like loads. I'm not really utilizing it the best. But groups is a really interesting kind of topic, because groups is, I mean, Facebook have done quite a lot of work recently about groups, but the difference with groups, again, it's not just going to be taking stuff that you do on your personal profile or your Facebook fan page and just plonking it into your group. The purpose of a group is really going to be about building that community, building your tribe. You know, you kind of hear that a lot, quite, isn't it? You know, like build your tribe, attract your tribe and things like that. So it's really about community. It's about building that tribe. It's about building a, I think that's what it is. I can't think I can say anything more, but you know, it really comes down to building that community and bringing people together with that common interest, and really be able to serve people that way. I'm sure you're in groups yourself, you know, with things that you're interested in. So groups is really great, again, if you're kind of looking to really grow an audience of people and bring people together. So here's the great thing about groups is if people have them set right, which most people don't really tend to change, they'll get a notification. So when you post, they'll get a notification, which is brilliant. So it's actually a really great way of getting much more people, you know, more people to see your stuff, as long as it's kind of relevant for groups. But it's a great way to actually get people involved, because they're going to get that notification in Facebook, and then, you know, fingers crossed, they'll click on it and actually see something. So it's brilliant for that. Obviously, if people are in groups and they turn that off, then they're not, but you know, that's fine. But it's a really great way of getting your stuff seen by more people. The other good thing, and this was something I did before I kind of learned a lot more about attraction marketing stuff, when I was just doing my network marketing business, you know, we were all kind of told to create like VIP groups, you know, so you could add in your customers, people that were interested, and obviously you could do certain things because there were certain rules. So again, if you're using your personal profile or even using a business page, there's certain things you can't do. Like we weren't allowed to do any raffles. And I'm sure that's probably the case across the board, because raffles are kind of seen as a form of gambling. So actually it was a bit of a one of those things started doing, like we would take like a makeup collection, kind of break it down and do like a raffle or raffle off a product and get people, you know, pay like £1 a ticket, and then the winner would get that product. So it was a really great thing, but then it was like, you can't do this publicly anymore. It has to be done in a private group. So groups are great for things like that. So if you want to do any special offers, if you're not allowed to, which again, most companies don't allow it, in terms of you want to maybe give a bit of a discount, if you want to give say 10% off for everybody that orders, you know, especially if it's month end kind of thing, you're not allowed to do that publicly with a lot of companies. So you're allowed, but you know, if it's obviously private, then no one's really going to know. So that was kind of why we used to create groups, was to sort of be able to do the odd little flash sale, or say that kind of end of month thing, or just doing like a little party. Whatever you want to do, was having that kind of VIP group. And I think if I was to go back and kind of start all over again doing a network marketing business, I definitely would utilize my group much more. So a couple of then tips for you, things. So it's great to kind of be able to say build that community, and then you can do things like new product launches. You can, you know, share tips and stuff. You can make some things that are exclusive just for that group. and really just build up the engagement to get people excited, you know, be able to share stuff, and, you know, really kind of have that tribe of people who are really looking for help, and are really interested in it. You know, if you're in groups, if you love, I don't know, let's say you love reading, and if you were in a like a book club type Facebook group, you'd love being in there because people are sharing their great books. I don't know, I'm just obviously like thinking of examples. You know, I'm in lots of communities, and there's certain ones that I love being because there's a real buzz. It's really positive and happy, and there's people who are like-minded, which is great. And that's such a big perk, and why I really love the coaching company that I came across. I love the fact that they've got an amazing community. You're just surrounded by people who think like you, who, you know, pick you up. You know, you're really kind of encouraged and supported, and it's great. And you can do that as well, and you can build that for your own customers, or have one that's for kind of prospects. So there's different things that you can do. You can have a group for prospects, you can have a group for customers. So it's a really great tool to use. So I mean, a couple of the downsides I think with groups is that because a lot of us will get so many notifications a day, sometimes notifications can get lost, posts can kind of get lost. So I think Facebook has a bit of work to do. Sorry, Mark. But, you know, the groups are okay, but there's definitely some things and features that they could make better, in my opinion. Google Plus groups are really great. I like the fact that with Google Plus groups, you can you know, you can kind of have your little categories, so you can sort of file things away in certain categories, which I really like. I'd love for Facebook to do that, because you know what it's like in Facebook, kind of once a post is gone, it's so hard to be able to find it again. And if you are building a group, especially once it gets to like a larger number of people in there, you're going to need to kind of keep an eye on it. Watch for like real negativity, for any arguments, you know, things like that. The good thing now is you can actually ask questions before you accept people into your group, which is a great way to kind of qualify people, see why they're there, what they're interested in, what their problems are, to give you ideas. So there's some really, really great things with groups. So that's just kind of what I had to go over today in terms of just, hopefully it's kind of just helped you get some insight into, you know, what each thing can do. So let me know, what's your favorite? If you could only have one, a profile, a page, or a group, what would it be? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what's your favorite. You know, if you have something, let me know what you do. I'd love to better know. I think for me, while you guys are sort of coming in, I mean, there's I think with a page, you've got so much scope to be able to build your business. But then I think in terms of longevity and retention, I think groups are amazing. So I actually can't, yeah, I don't know. I think you need both a page and a group, really, for a business. I think they're both really complementary nowadays. But yeah, I don't actually think if I could decide. But yeah, so let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Page, group, or profile? Let me know. So, but if you want some help, you know, if you are using your personal profile and you want to learn more about how you can actually build a business page, maybe you've had one, but it's just like crickets, nothing's working. Maybe you want to kind of dabble into a bit and learn a bit more about how you can use it properly, how you can maybe say dabble into some of the paid stuff, then I will put a link in the comments below for a great training that will just help you with that. And it's the same thing that I went through, because really, honestly, when I learned how to use a Facebook page, learn how to do paid advertising, and I say it doesn't have to be scary when you think about paid advertising. You say it can literally be the cost of a sandwich every day or a coffee from Starbucks to get you started, and you can do that. I mean, I had a very successful time. I had a 5-week period where I earned just under $5,000, and that was literally from spending £5 a day. It was crazy. So it works. You know, more and more people are going to be moving on to using the paid platform because of the change with Facebook. So if you really want to keep up, then you do need to kind of learn about it. So what I'll do is I'll share a great training that will help you with that. I think I'm going to start doing some kind of little workshops, just because I really want to be able to help more people and sort of get and dive in a bit more with people that have really chosen, do you know what, I really want some extra help with this. So kind of keep your eyes peeled for things like that. So I definitely want to do something a bit like a sort of Facebook ad 101, just to really kind of help more people. So I really hope you found this video and you found this training useful. If you did, I'd love to see some little likes and loves. If you found it helpful, feel free to share it, tag any of your teammates or anybody else that you think might find this useful. Maybe you've got a friend who is using their personal profile and you're getting sick of it. Tag them in it or share this. But anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today. I really hope it's helped. It gave you a bit of insight. I say, and I will pop in a link just to a great free training that will just help you be able to utilize your page a bit more, and also your profile as well. Give you some tips on how you can use your personal profile in the right way. So I'll share that with you. So there we go. So anyway, have a fantastic, it's Friday, have a great weekend, great rest of the day, enjoy your weekend, and I shall see you all soon. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.